Ministers, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great pleasure to speak at this side event of the 26th Conference of the Parties to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. The ILO is honored to be part of the Pacific Climate Change Mobility and Human Security Joint Program. We bring to this initiative a specific focus on safe labor migration. Under the program, ILO is working with partner governments in the Pacific to increase the labor and human rights protection of migrant workers. We also seek to improve access to labor mobility schemes and support reintegration. Safe labor migration is a critical strategy for sustainable development, one that can contribute to climate resilience when well governed. Labor migration should be a choice and not a substitute for creating decent jobs or mitigating climate change. To enhance the development benefits of labor migration, decent work principles must be prioritized. These include rights at work, employment creation, social protection, and social dialogue. By magnifying risks to the world of work, the COVID-19 crisis has impacted the nexus between climate change and migration. Indeed, a recent study by ILO focusing on South Asia assessed the impact of COVID-19 in this regard. It described how COVID-19 can be a stress multiplier for migrant workers already facing specific vulnerabilities due to climate change impacts. In June 2021, the International Labour Conference adopted the global call to action for a human-centered recovery from the COVID-19 crisis. This encourages countries to put full employment and decent work at the heart of inclusive, sustainable, and resilient recovery strategies. The call focuses on the needs of the most vulnerable and hardest hit by the pandemic. It also highlights the need to support sustainable enterprises, jobs, and incomes. I encourage everybody to take time to familiarize yourself with the call to action and to support its objectives. Of specific relevance to today's discussions is the focus of the global call on a just transition to environmental sustainability. As we move towards a low-carbon economy, we must not leave anyone behind. We must create solutions that are good for people, the planet, and the economy. Such a move has the potential to create millions of jobs and promote social justice. The challenges faced by migrant workers must be addressed during this transition if it is truly to be just. On behalf of the ILO, I look forward to our continued collaboration with all partners in this regard. And I thank the United Nations Trust Fund for Human Security for supporting this program. Finally, I would like to acknowledge the vital work of Pacific Island governments and non-government stakeholders in advocating on issues relating to climate mobility. Your efforts to respond to this challenge have been exemplary. I'm confident that by pursuing an approach that is both regional and rights-based, you will bring about benefits at community and global level alike. The ILO stands committed to supporting you in this endeavor, for which failure is simply not an option. Thank you for your attention.